I was at Austin Sketch Group, a local meetup that's been meeting since like 2004. One of my friends, she was drawing a bearded mermaid. And it was really cute and really bright colors and her fun style. And I saw it and I was like, that's so fun. Everyone should draw bearded everything. We should have an art show. The same wonder you have when you look at art you really like, well, people hopefully will have that for the gallery and the individual pieces. So on a focus level, they'll have that experience. But then on a greater level, everyone at the show will be art, like apiary of bearded people buzzing around. And they don't have to work hard, all they have to do is be there. And then anyone that comes ill-prepared, like they didn't realize that we're creating this together. Austin Craft Riot is going to have a DIY beard station. So you can create a beard for yourself right quick if you don't have one. But beards are so easy. I mean, gosh, I could just hand people Crayola markers and they can put one on right quick.
I'm part of the Austin Craft Riot here, and there was some buzz about entries to that event, and so when I looked into it, it looked really fun and just, something very Austin-like, celebrating the beard and manliness and whatever comes with that. I make Scrabble tile jewelry and accessories. I'm an elementary school teacher, which is really cool right here in Austin. In the summers, I have a lot more time for making things, and that's kind of how it all started. For me, I don't normally make items with beards, and so I think that's good to kind of get out of your comfort level and try to do something new. Just trying to get some new ideas of some different ways that I can add a 3D element to my tiles, and so these are some that I've cut out. It's a good challenge to have.
The theme just draws people together. Like, I don't paint very often, and having this group show to work towards motivated me. Constraint breeds creativity, certainly, and so that really helped.
Having some parameters, having an assignment is so exciting to me. So when I heard about this BYOBeard art show, I was like, yay, I can work with this. Litsa came to one of my workshops and made a monster head, so I knew she liked them. This is the latest creation in Monster Love Land, and it's the bearded lady. There's all these stages to making it, to envisioning the character, and then most of it happens from the actual being out there in public and wearing it.
What if she had a little cat beard?
I don't know her yet, so this is one of the fun things about Monster Love, is that it's sort of transforming into new identities and stuff. It's like trying on something. So when I wear her that night, her personality will just come out and I'll feel who she is. And then here's the beard hair that will soon make her bearded.
The name BYOBeard, I wasn't thinking in terms of hipster or pop culture or anything, but it turned out that the name attracted beer sponsors. There's this whole culture of beers and beards and brewers with big beards, and
I have only shaved with a razor down to my skin probably 5 or 6 times in my life. I asked Mason McPhee I let him know about the show and that there was a call for entries. He draws a lot, and so I imagine he had 5 other pieces that he didn't send to us.
We scanned in and blew up and then added some spots.
We added the color. It was a 1-color piece of art that he submitted. Abby came up with this colorway.
Does that look nice?
We weren't sure where his mouth was.
I think that we should make some t-shirts.
Yeah. I think it's a dense, interesting, neat-looking piece. It'll look different when it's trimmed, too. Yeah. All these little targets will get trimmed off of the print after it dries.
I also started off thinking I was going to paint a tamarin, these cute little monkeys with mustachios. I tried and to draw the concept, but then I failed. It was too hard. I'm good at painting people's faces, so sticking to what I know. I was inspired by Brenner to make a Brenner piece because he's the chief editor of the art section of the Chronicle, and so I was meeting with him anyway. And
Litsa wrote and said, why don't you be part of BYOBeard? And I didn't know Litsa until that point. For years now I hear the name Litsa all the time, and when I do, it's always connected to something that's really fun that's happening, something that's really interesting or cool. And I thought, okay, if Litsa is calling me, or rather writing to me, whatever it is, I'm gonna be part of it.
So Brenner said, yeah, for my painting, I want to paint Tim Doyle because he has a beard. And in my mind, I was like, I'm going to paint you. I'm going to stick your painting right next to his painting and it will be a surprise. But I think I made him, like, he's looking pretty Paul Newman. I think I gave him some chiseled features. That's good, right? So
I'm lucky he has a beard because Tim Doyle himself is just inspirational as it gets. See him in person, it's like, wow, Ravenhead. And so he's got all that darkness, and he's got very pale skin, and he's got this just perfectly done. It's a really nice beard. There might not be any background at all. In fact, I might, when I'm done with this, take a jigsaw and just cut it out as if it's a giant mask, or then put Tim's head on a stick so you can carry it around, even when he's not there. Maybe, in fact, get a couple of these, mass produce them, screen print them. Everybody has Tim all over the country. That'd be great.
having a group show is an opportunity for me to have my one painting seen by a huge audience. And so everyone that participates in group shows, they have the benefit of the huge crowd that a famous artist would draw, but they're just a hobbyist, or they don't have a huge collection or whatever. They might be super talented, but you know, they're not famous, but they don't have to be, you know, to have their work seen. My initial inspiration was just this sweet little drawing of a bearded mermaid, and then it just kind of exploded from there. And when they walk in through the fence into the outside parking lot area, they're just gonna be hit by this surreal scene of all these people in weird beards, like macaroni beards, and you know, maybe natural beards, that's okay too, but fabric beards, or a grove of bearded people, like just this swarm of a single thing, and it will be weird, and it will be neat, and it will be memorable, and it will be an exploration thing. Everything there will be art. People will come and they'll make their own story as they experience it.